The state of Illinois is set to receive up to $20 billion as part of the federal stimulus package. But the question is, who's going to receive that money? The Chicago Urban League is exploring that by gathering financial experts at its second annual economic summit. They're looking at how urban communities can benefit from the stimulus and provide strategies into the future for growth.
I want to make sure that when we have these large amounts of federal and state money to invest in construction, that we get all of our workers an opportunity. If you're a laborer, that's about all you need is a strong back.
Governor Pat Quinn made these comments at the Federal Reserve Bank in downtown Chicago as the Chicago Urban League unveiled a new study the league commissioned. It shows jobs in construction are just not enough.
If you look at it strictly in terms of infrastructure and road construction, really has the real propensity to fly over the heads, bypass minorities and women. So what are those opportunities? Where do they exist, and how do we leverage them?
One of the key findings in the study shows African Americans make up only 11% of the professional services industry, like in consulting and as lawyers, while whites represent more than 68%, resulting in an income loss of more than $1 billion.
We see all the progress. We see more lawyers, more accountants, more professional services workers that look like us, but not realizing the extremity of the gap, how big the gap actually is.
Professional services is an area where the biggest gains can be made more quickly. But do minorities have access to the right people and connections to make it happen?
One of the things that the president has talked about is not doing things the same old way. Well, the money comes to states, but it comes to in the same old formula. So here in Illinois, we have $1 billion for highway infrastructure, but we don't have any African Americans in the unions. And so unless there's a pathway to unionization, then African Americans won't get the union jobs.
While the majority of any stimulus money will go to large majority-owned firms, John Rogers of Ariel Investments says there's room to include everyone.
What we have to do, and what the Urban League I know believes in, is we've got to inspire these majority businesses to then spend dollars with minority professional services providers and to hire more people of color in senior positions and get people trained for the next generation.
Making sure that people who don't normally get a shot get a fair shake. As governor, I think that's my job, to be a champion of everything the Urban League believes in.
The federal stimulus is being put out there to jumpstart the economy, but the Chicago Urban League wants to make sure the package stimulates every community. Michelle McKissick, nextTV.